In this video, we're going to explore Python string methods. These are essential tools for text manipulation and processing in Python. So let's dive in and discover how to use them effectively. String methods are built-in functions that allow you to manipulate and transform string objects in Python. They are called using the dot notation on any string value or variable. For example, if you have a string variable named text, you can use a string method like upper by writing text.upper. You can also apply the method directly to a string, like this, hello Python, upper. Let's look at some examples. Let's begin by exploring case conversion methods. The first method is .upper. This method converts all characters in a string to uppercase. For example, if you have the text, hello Python, and you apply the upper method to it, the result will be hello Python. Next, we have the .lower method. This method converts all characters in a string to lowercase. So if you apply the lower method to hello Python, the result will be hello Python. The .title method converts the first character of each word to uppercase. If you apply the title method to the text Python string methods, the result will be Python string methods. Finally, there's the .capitalize method. This method converts the first character to uppercase and the rest of the string to lowercase. If you apply the capitalize method to the text Python string methods, the result will be Python string methods. Now let's explore string search methods. The first method is .find. This method returns the index of the first occurrence of a substring within a string. If the substring is not found, it returns -1. For example, if you have the text Python programming, and you search for the substring pro, the find method will return 7, because pro starts at index 7. Next, we have the .index method. This method is similar to find, but it raises a value error if the substring is not found. So if you use index to search for pro in Python programming, it will also return 7. The .count method returns the number of occurrences of a substring within a string. For example, if you have the text Python is easy to learn, and you count the occurrences of the letter A, the method will return 2. Lastly, we have the .startswith and endswith methods. These methods check if a string starts or ends with a specified substring, respectively. They return Boolean values either true or false. For example, if you have the text Python programming, starts with py, will return true, and ends with ing, will also return true. Let's move on to string splitting and joining methods. First, we have the .split method. This method splits a string into a list of substrings based on a specified delimiter. For example, if you have the string apple, banana, cherry, and you split it using the comma as a delimiter, the result will be a list containing apple, banana, and cherry. If you don't specify a delimiter, the split method splits the string by whitespace. For example, if you split the string Python is awesome without a delimiter, the result will be a list containing Python, is, and awesome. Next, we have the .join method. This method joins elements of an iterable, such as a list, into a single string, using a specified delimiter. For example, if you have a list of fruits, apple, banana, and cherry, and you join them using a comma and a space as the delimiter, the result will be the string apple, banana, cherry. Similarly, if you join the list of words Python, is, and awesome using a space as the delimiter, the result will be the string Python is awesome. Now let's discuss string replacement methods. The first method is .replace. This method replaces occurrences of a substring with another substring. For example, if you have the text Python is cool, and you replace cool with awesome, the new text will be Python is awesome. The .replace method can also limit the number of replacements by using the third parameter. For example, if you have the text 1111 and you replace 1 with 2, With a count of 2, the new text will be 2211. The .expand tabs method replaces tab characters with spaces. By default, it uses 8 spaces, but you can specify a different number of spaces as an argument. For example, if you have the text Python \tis\tamazing, and you call expand tabs for, the result will be Python is amazing. Finally, we have the .translate method. This method replaces characters based on a translation table, which maps characters to their replacements. For example, if you have the text hello Python, and you want to replace H with J and P with R, you first create a translation table using str.maketrans, and then you call the translate method with the translation table. The result will be Jello written. Let's explore string stripping methods. First up is the .strip method. This removes leading and trailing whitespace from a string, or it can remove specified characters from the beginning and end of the string. For example, if you have the text Python, with spaces before and after calling .strip, will result in Python. Also, if you have the text Python and call .strip, it will result in Python. The visual example shows before Python and after Python. Next, we have the .lstrip and .rstrip methods. The lstrip method removes leading whitespace or specified characters from the left side of the string, while the rstrip method removes trailing whitespace or characters from the right side of the string. If you have the text Python and use lstrip, the result will be Python. If you use rstrip, the result will be Python. The visual example illustrates this with lstrip, Python, and rstrip, Python. Now let's explore methods for checking string content. The first method is .isalpha. This method returns true if all characters in the string are alphabetic letters. For example, python.isalpha returns true while python3.isalpha returns false because it contains a digit. Next, we have the .isdigit method. This method returns true if all characters in the string are digits. For example, 12345.isdigit returns true, while 123.45.isdigit returns false because it contains a decimal point. The .isalnum method returns true if all characters are alphanumeric, meaning they are either letters or digits. For example, python3.isalnum returns true while python3.isalnum returns false because it contains a space. Finally, we have the .ispace, .isupper, and .ilower methods. .ispace checks if all characters are whitespace, .isupper checks if all characters are uppercase, and .ilower checks if all characters are lowercase. For example, \t\ispace returns true because it contains only spaces, tabs, and new lines. Python.isupper returns true, and python.ilower returns true. Now let's talk about string formatting. Introduced in Python 3.6, f-strings are the modern way to format strings with embedded expressions. For example, if you have a variable named name with the value Alice and a variable named age with the value 30, you can create a formatted string like this. F, hello, name. You are age years old. The result will be the string hello Alice. You are 30 years old. The .format method is another way to format strings. It uses placeholders to insert values into a string. For example, if you have a variable named name with the value Bob and a variable named age with the value 25, you can create a formatted string like this. Hello. You are years old. Format name age. The result will be the string hello Bob. You are 25 years old. String methods can be chained together to perform multiple operations in a single line. Each method returns a new string that can be further processed. For example, let's say you have the text, Hello Python World. You can chain several methods together to transform this text. The expression is text.strip.lower.replace Python awesome.title. The result of this chain of methods will be hello, awesome world. First, .strip removes the leading and trailing spaces, so the expression now evaluates to hello, Python world. Second, .lower converts the expression to lowercase letters, giving us hello, Python world. Finally, .replace and then .title will give us the final result, i.e., hello, awesome world. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.